Hey, what's going on, everybody? We are the TheFifeNation, and I'd like to welcome you all to my second episode of Gunstar Super Heroes. Now guys, we just learned that gold and silver is going to be reawakened, unless we can gather all 4 gems from the 4 moons. So guys, in today's episode, we are going to travel to Moon 1, hopefully battle some baddies on the way, and gather our first jewel. So let's dive on into this. So Pink sent in our mercenaries after us to do our dirty work for her. Now Yellow's driving us along the way and they're starting to attack. Look at here guys. You can see visually how beautiful this game is, at least for the Game Boy Advance. I mean, look at this. Look at how awesome this is. These sprites are amazingly well done. So right here, this is the first instance of flying in the game. This is where you control Yellow, but you also control blue or red or whoever you've picked. Now Yellow controls which way the ship will flow, but you control where the gun shoots. It just so happens that whatever direction you are pointing your gun, Yellow will travel in said direction. It's the limitations of the Game Boy Advance. There are only one control stick, or D-pad in this case. Okay, so as you can see, my weapon of choice is still the green gun. Well, that's just because you don't even have to be facing the enemy to kill them. And it doesn't matter, they die in one shot anyway. Not to mention if you get the green dragon, it'll follow you around and still kill all the enemies that you just happen to miss. So after a few minutes of that, Yellow eventually just drops you off and tells you to go find the jewel. Now in this case, I would actually pull out your red pistol here. Why? There's a lot of close quarter combat goes on. Now if you destroy these huts that are on top, you can see a little health pop out. You want to pick those up. Now the only huts that you can destroy are on the top and they have a little name tag over them. Now to pick up the items you just press down B. It's actually a little bit hard. I'm not sure why it's so difficult to pick up the items in this game, but it just kind of is. Now it is worth noting that if you somehow manage to pick up those health orbs, that your HP will increase by 10. Now there is no set limit to your HP, it just matters on how many you pick up. But you still do start out with, on easy mode, with 200 HP, medium mode 150, and hard mode 100 HP. Now, it sure wouldn't be a Nintendo game without at least one carnivorous plant along the way. This boss is relatively easy. It's actually extremely hard compared to the other bosses on this moon, but still relatively easy compared to the rest of the game. Now, what you're going to want to avoid for this boss is it sprouts tulips that it throws at you, and they are explosive. You're going to want to watch out for those. It also occasionally spawns a grub. You're going to want to take that out immediately too. Now, once you have all those dead, you're going to want to stand under the boss and just shoot up at it. It's a really simple fight. Use your ultimate whenever it's available, and just make sure you kill those grubs as soon as they spawn, otherwise they give you trouble. Alright guys, give yourself a pat on the back if you beat this boss, because you just successfully beat the hardest boss on this moon. Good job! So, moving forward, guys, I'm going to be brutally honest with you here. I have no idea why this spot exists in the game. It totally doesn't make sense. You leave from that area to somehow an underground area where there are ducks in trouble, and you will have to save said ducks? Honest to God, it just doesn't make sense to me. But since you gotta do it anyway, I'll just tell you the easiest way to do it. Again, I'm gonna recommend the green gun here. Now, as you look on the screen, you can see these monsters that you can only see them once they sparkle. Then again, you have the other monsters, which are just out in plain sight. You're going to want to shoot the green gun at them, and they die in just about one hit. It shouldn't take very many hits. But you're going to want to out for those red marker guys, because those guys are invincible. And as soon as you run past them, they will try to kill you and grab all your ducks. And if they touch you, you lose all of your ducks and you have to start over. Now, you can go to the beginning with a few ducks and deposit them into the exit. There's 16 of them. Or, for the most points, you can collect all the ducks, which I'm going to do, and deliver them at the exit at the same time. Woo, congratulations, you saved all the duckies! Now, after doing that bonus stage, you're let out in an area where you have to jump across the ships and onto this platform. Now, this platform, I'm going to recommend the green gun again. Or you can also use the red gun and just get behind the guys with the turrets to shoot at them. Then again, you could always be fun and just get behind them and start meleeing them, and they have nothing to do about it because this is a limited GBA game and the AI can only do so much. Watch out, it's one of Michael Bay's Transformers! Oh wait, just kidding. It's one of the easiest bosses in the game. Literally, I can recommend any weapon for this guy. All you do is just shoot him, and if he gets close to you, just jump through him. I don't know. If you can't beat this boss on any difficulty, I'm sorry. There's something wrong with you. And after the easiest boss in the game, we are directed to the second easiest boss in the game. Now, I'm not sure if this was designed to be this easy, but literally all you do is you stand up next to her and you kick her. That's all you do. Pink is really, really easy. I'm gonna tell you guys right now, none of the other levels are as easy as Moon 1 or the first level. They get ramped up a lot, difficulty-wise. The bosses have a lot more mechanics. I'm telling you guys, the game gets a lot harder from here on out. Well, I guess Pink really was something, wasn't she? Alright guys, we are the TheFifeNation. I'll see you all next time. Peace out.